Good morning. It's moving day. All right, basically all packed up. Just gotta take out the trash. It's off to Ohio, baby. So the crazy thing about leaving San Diego, because I'm not originally from San Diego, but it was my sanctuary. As a lot of you know, I left a crazy situation in Utah. I was feeling a mess, and I came down here, and between Adam and Pete and just the whole general atmosphere, it was so welcoming, and I felt so much at peace here. And so it's hard to let it go, but we're on to the next step. All right, so I've made it to Arizona. Doesn't look all that much different than where I was in California, though I'd say maybe a bit browner. I don't know. Anyways, we're making decent time, and yeah. Dateland? Yeah, I wish. Alright, stopped off in Tempe, Arizona. Pick up some food and gas. It is freaking hot here in Arizona. It's like 96 degrees. So after I finish stretching my legs a bit, time to hit the road again and continue on our journey to hopefully, well, I might stop for gas at least one more time, so I'm not going to say where I'm heading to next for the night. But yeah, there's a bit more color here in Arizona than I was expecting, but mostly it's just hot. Still passing through Arizona, currently in middle of nowhere. But the sun is setting on my first day of travel. I still have, I think, like 4 hours left. I think it's just under 4 hours left on my first day. Just checking in. All right, so I am in Gallup, New Mexico. I had to pee, and so I stopped and decided to gas up again. I've got about an hour and a half or so, 2 hours left for tonight to get to Albuquerque. Decided to grab my dinner now, and I'm gonna try and book a motel so I can just get there and go to bed. Anyways, not too much to look at here tonight. Gallup is a bit small, and it's dark. But anyways, we're making it through day one. We've almost made it. All right. I am tired. I am exhausted. But I made it to Albuquerque. Seemed to me a weird owl. Anyways, I'm going to go to bed because I am exhausted. And I hope no one breaks into my car. And I'm gonna clean up the mess of my toiletries that exploded in my bag later. Anyways, good night. figure out how to open. Okay. All right, it is day 2 of the road trip. I didn't get nearly as much sleep as I was hoping for last night, but it'll do. I didn't realize that when I booked this hotel that they have a breakfast, so I'm gonna shower and go get some food before I hit the road again. Albuquerque, it's been pleasant. All right, all loaded back up. Let's hit the road, day 2. So just kind of driving through New Mexico. It's not too much to see. It's been a lot of just empty road and trucks. I did think it was funny. I misread a couple of signs a while back. I thought the first one said gay stuff here, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a bold advertisement. But it actually said guy stuff, and apparently it was talking about knives, which was weird. And then the second one, I thought it said blowhole, and I was chuckling, but I guess it's some place called like Blue Hole or something. I don't know. But anyways, not much going on in New Mexico. All right, so I am as out in the middle of nowhere as I think I can get. Oh, look at those clouds. But yeah, I need to pee, so I figured this was a good place to do it. So I couldn't leave New Mexico without picking up a souvenir. I got a speeding ticket. It was my fault. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I started seeing the signs saying to slow down, and I started to slow down, but then I still felt like I was in the middle of nowhere, so I zoned out and started speeding up again without realizing it. And so yeah, then there was this little town that the cop was waiting for, but at least he was nice and I could pay online, so yay! So I'm very briefly passing through Texas. This is Texas. Does everything feel bigger yet? Cows. I hate cows worse than cappers. That's a quote if you don't know. But also the cows smell really bad. Coming up on Hooker and Liberal. I'm so bored. And if you look on your left, you'll see Kansas. Not all that exciting. It's almost like borders are made up, because it still looks like Oklahoma. And just look at that sunset. It's beautiful. Also, why can't my phone capture the prices? Anyways, I've made it to Newton, Kansas, which is a little outside of Wichita. I'm gonna get gas, pick up dinner. I haven't really eaten all day since breakfast, other than like snacking on the road. I still have a couple hundred miles left to go tonight, but I think we're doing pretty good. All right, so the plan was to spend the night in Kansas City, Missouri, but I guess the app was confused when I searched for hotels in Kansas City, Missouri, and I was silly for assuming that when I searched for hotels in Kansas City, Missouri, that they would show me options in Kansas City, Missouri. So I am still in Kansas City, Kansas, but it's all good. It's just across the border. Anyways, I've got a hotel for the night, I've got a shorter trip left for tomorrow, and then I make it to Ohio. So good night, everybody. Oh. Good morning, everybody. Seems to be a bit of a wet day here in Kansas City, Kansas, but I've just got one more day left until I'm in Columbus, Ohio. So I've got a little bit of time. I need to shower, have breakfast, grab my stuff. Time to hit the road again soon. All right, it is chilly, rained a little bit, might rain again. I am dressed for comfort and a long drive, not for staying in the rain, so let's hit the road. Welcome to Missouri, where the misery is abound. That's a nice architecture. I will say, there are certain times of the year when Missouri is beautiful. Just look at all that green. So as you know, I'm on day 3 and I am struggling. I've got, like 6.5 hours left. And it's just, the hard thing with long drives is that your brain just kind of starts to zone out, but you need to be paying attention, and so it's just really difficult, but we got this. We're probably gonna stop in like an hour or so, which will be about halfway for the day, to grab some food, stretch my legs, and then we push on. I don't know if I need to speak this loud. I haven't really listened back on any of these, so I don't know if I'm like shouting at you guys or if this is what it takes for the volume to be caught. But anyways, Missouri's really green. I think I passed like on the side of St. Louis already, but so you had some city, but oh my goodness, look at this. Don't mind the Cheetos in the corner.
Speed check reported ahead on I-70 East.
Okay, we'll worry about the speed check later. Just look how nice and green it is. So I thought I was still in Missouri, but surprise, I'm actually in Illinois, I think. It's nice and green still. Beautiful Illinois. You're wondering if I'm going to Chicago? No, that's much further north. You know, I was just thinking more towns should have giant T's just sticking in the ground. Oh, is that not a T? I almost want to say Indiana's even greener than Illinois and Missouri. Might just be that there's more trees. Alright, we are almost done. I've got like a half hour left. And then I'm gonna go crash on Peter's couch. Actually, I'm probably gonna grab food there. We've almost made it. We are in Ohio. We are rolling along the road. It's nice and empty. There are so many antique stores around here, as opposed to like Missouri and Kansas, where there were, actually it was mostly Missouri, where there were so many adult stores. Anyways, we've almost made it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Eventually, I'll remember to look where the camera actually is on my phone. Let's enjoy this last little bit. All right, I have made it. Unfortunately, I don't move in until Saturday, and so I don't have my parking permit yet, so I guess I'm gonna pay to park here until then. Joy. Anyways, the long drive is over. I'm gonna go meet up with Pete, I guess, at a gay cafe or whatever. Why? Something's wrong with my eyes. Anyways, we survived. Good morning. So I guess I never really finished the video out. Made it to Columbus. Pete was out last night, so I went and hung out with him for a bit till I was able to come and crash at his place. It is currently Friday morning. I move in to my place tomorrow. So I'm just gonna crash at Pete's place today, hang out with the puppies. But yeah, thank you all for watching and coming with me on this long drive, and stay great out there.